temperature, I started adding the goopy chalk. It reacted almost immediately with the sulfuric acid, and it was releasing a lot of CO2 gas. This was all being generated as the acid was being neutralized, and the acid itself
Hey
was
guys.
turning into calcium sulfate. The only problem was that I had to add the chalk in small amounts, or else it would bubble out of the beaker. This was a very slow process, and it was going okay until it
Actually,
eventually got a bit too
no,
thick.
no.
This happened because the calcium sulfate was practically insoluble in water, and it was all separating out. So, to fix this, I occasionally added some extra water to loosen things up, and it seemed to help. I also added some more water to the chalk, and I slowly added the rest of it. At some point, it really started looking way too much like iced coffee, and it was a bit scary how much I wanted to taste it. That would have been a horrible idea, though, and it would have tasted absolutely awful. But anyway, I was eventually done adding the chalk, and when I tested the pH, it told me that it was roughly neutral. What I had now was hopefully a mixture of
Alright, let's
calcium
get it.
sulfate and dirty sugar water, and the next step was to filter it. I poured in as much as I could into the filter, but it wasn't even close to fitting everything. I was only able to add what looked
Let's
like half
tab
of it,
again.
and I was gonna have to do this in
Wait,
two batches.
I'm gonna
After
play
loading
this
up
game
as
in a
much
little
as I
bit.
could, I turned on the vacuum and I started pulling out the water. This was all being
Oh,
drained
it's
into a flask below the
lagging.
filter, and I was getting
Okay,
some nice and clear, dark liquid. When the
maybe that
stuff in the
helps.
filter looked dry, I added some water. I then mixed it around, and I was doing this to wash out any sugar that might have been stuck in the calcium sulfate.
Might as well.
This was then all pulled through, and I washed it a second time. Now I had to deal with the other half of the stuff,
Ah,
so I washed the filter and I added everything that was left in the beaker. It was all just barely able to fit, and I turned on the vacuum. Just like before, I pulled it all through and I washed it twice with some water. In the flask below, I was left with a bunch of dark liquid. This was all hopefully some dirty sugar water, but up until now, I had no idea if I had actually made any sugar. To figure this out, though, it was actually pretty easy, and I just had to use a glucose test strip. This is normally used to check for sugar in pee, and I was a bit worried that it would tell me that there was nothing. However, it actually gave me some really good results. It told me that there was for sure glucose in there, and that there was probably a decent amount. The only problem was that it was still full of impurities, side products, and leftover acid, and what I had to do next was try and clean it up a bit. To do this, I figured the easiest way was to use something called a mixed ion exchange resin. At first, this might sound a bit fancy, and it
sure.
kind of is, but it's actually super simple to use. It's also commonly used to purify aquarium water, so it's pretty cheap and quite easy to buy. I got all my resin from Amazon, and all I did was put it in this plastic tube. Now, to clean the dirty sugar solution, I just had to pour it through. As it passed over the resin, it pulled out anything that was charged, and this included things like acid and salts. The sugar itself, though, was a neutral molecule, and it shouldn't have been affected by it.
Must
It even got rid
climb.
of some of the color, and after just one run, it was looking a lot lighter. I then swapped out the beaker for another
Ugh.
container, and I passed it all through again. I was doing this just to really make sure that I pulled out as much junk as possible.
See, normally this game would be about
When it
climbing,
was done, I
but right
washed the
now it's
resin with
about
some
going
extra
as
water,
fast
and at this point, it should have been relatively
as
pure. Besides the
can.
obvious orange color, there should have been practically no salts or acid.
So I'm not getting crushed.
However, the main issue now was that there was still way too much water, and I had to get rid of most of it. So, after pouring it all into this large dish,
Sure.
I threw it into a food dehydrator. normally meant for things like peppers or fruit, and it's
Surprise,
basically just a warm
motherfucker.
box with a fan.
So you're
I then
following
ran
me
it
now?
until I felt that it was low enough,
What the
which ended
fuck
up
you
taking
doing
about
in the
35
cargo
hours.
shit?
After that, I
I'm
took it
looking
out,
for my
and
sister
I
in a
poured it all
cargo
into a
box.
beaker.
Yeah. I mean, I got some
It was just slightly over
furniture
400 mils,
shit
and now that it was more
from
concentrated,
Taiwanese.
it was a bit darker. It was
And
also slightly
butchered
acidic,
that
and it had a bit
motherfucking.
of a weird smell.
Not
This unfortunately meant that I had to go back
surprise,
to the ion
motherfucker.
exchange resin. This time, though, I did it in a different tube that I made from a water bottle.
Alright.
This one had a valve at the bottom that I could close, so everything wouldn't pass
Me
through right
likey
away.
what I see.
I also included a bunch of activated
Toodles.
charcoal along with the resin, which I was hoping would help with the
Yes.
smell and color.
Oh,
After everything was
shit.
added, I stirred it around, and then I let it sit there. I wasn't sure how long I had to leave it, and based on almost nothing, I decided that 5 hours was probably good. Over that time, I just randomly stirred it every so often, and it did get noticeably
Food.
lighter. When it hit the 5-hour mark, I opened the valve, and I drained everything out. I washed everything with a bit of extra water, and it was now hopefully cleaner. The only thing that I didn't like was that it looked a bit cloudy. To fix this, I tried pouring it through some cotton and sea light, but I don't think that did much of anything. In any case, what I had now was still way better, and it no longer had a weird smell. It basically just smelled like water, and it also wasn't acidic. The only issue was that there was still way too much water, so I put it back into the dehydrator. I then ran it until it looked like it was almost all gone. When I felt that it was done, I pulled it out, and I put it into an even smaller container. This one was made of silicone, and if I had made any sugar, I was hoping that it wouldn't stick to it. After that, I put it back in, and I ran it until it looked like the volume stayed constant. When it eventually looked like it was done, I took it out. I was really hoping to see some nice and crunchy
Tick
sugar,
bug.
but that of course wasn't the case. Only this part in the corner kind of looked like it was solid. I thought that maybe it was just having a hard time crystallizing, so I covered it, and I put it in the freezer for a couple days. When I took it out, I thought that it was looking really promising. However, it wasn't. It was all goopy, and honestly a bit disappointing, but I was still kind of happy. Even though it wasn't nice and crunchy, the texture more or less confirmed that it was sugar. There weren't very many other things that I could have made here that would be sticky and gooey like this.
Let's go.
I wasn't exactly sure why it wasn't completely solid, but I figured it was probably because I just didn't dry it enough. There was still some water in there making it all sticky,
Back in my
and
day,
unfortunately,
we
I had to
actually
get it
didn't
out.
have games.
If I tried putting
We
this
got
into
a
a cotton candy machine, it would be an absolute mess. To dry it, I put together this little setup, which is just an upside-down tray on a hot plate with a baking sheet on top. I then scraped off all the sugar, which totally stuck to the silicone, and I transferred it all here. I slowly turned up the heating, and I brought it up to just above 100°C to boil off the water. I let it bubble like this for a while, and after several minutes, it was probably pretty dry. I still wasn't done though, because even with it dry, I knew that it still wouldn't work to make cotton candy. This was because I had already done a few basic tests using pure glucose, and it had completely failed. I had no idea why, but it only seemed to work when the glucose was partially caramelized. So, I slowly raised the temperature of the hot
I got
plate,
banned from my
and I brought it up
school's
to
Clash Royale
185°C.
clan.
Under this high heat, the sugar was hopefully
I'm really sad
caramelizing,
about it.
which actually meant that it was repolymerizing. This was basically the exact opposite of what I did to make the sugar, and I I was rebuilding them back into slightly longer chains. It would still be edible, though, and it would never go back to being like cotton. My only issue here was that I had no idea how long I had to heat it for, and I was also really afraid of burning it. I ended up letting it go until I felt that it looked good, which took about an hour. I then pulled it off the hot plate, and I waited for it to cool down to room temperature.
Reminder.
After
Overhead
half an
lighting
hour, it
training
looked
chamber
exactly the same,
47
and
is
for a
partially
second,
operational.
I thought that it
We
was
just
still all
we
goopy.
gotta
When I
hurry,
reset
man.
it, though,
Recommended.
it was completely solid, and it also looked and felt like candy. I was pretty happy with how it had turned out, and it was a lot more sugar than I needed. It was also a lot more than I ever expected to get, especially after my failures with the enzyme. However, the yield was technically kind of crappy, and I only got about 20 grams. In theory, I probably should have gotten at least 50. This meant that I had lost a lot along the way, and I honestly have no idea where it went. I'm thinking that a lot of it might have gotten trapped in the exchange resin or in all the calcium sulfate. Or maybe, in general, the process just wasn't super efficient. Either way, I never expected this process to be amazing, and 20 grams was more than enough. I was also honestly still kind of amazed that I had even managed to get any sugar at all. Even though I had done this all myself, I still thought that it was hard to believe that this used to be a bag of cotton balls. One thing, though, was that I still wasn't 100% sure that this was sugar. I mean, I had tested it with a glucose strip, but I felt that there was only one way to fully confirm it. Up until now, I had completely resisted tasting it, and I was really anxious to try it. If there was anything else in there, it would probably taste really bad or sour, and I was honestly kind of expecting that to happen.
Output holding at 58%.
Okay,
Backup
so I guess I'll just
generator on standby.
pieces.
Bye, bug.
Tastes pretty good. It's just caramelized sugar. That's it. That's my whole review. Done. Okay, so it was actually a lot better than I expected, and it didn't even have a hint of a weird flavor. But anyway, I guess it was now time to try and turn it into cotton candy. To do this, I figured that all I needed was a cotton candy machine, and I bought one from Amazon.
Man.
Now, in theory, based on the instructions, all I had to do
Dude,
was
my
wait for it to
ass.
heat up and drop in my sugar. So I waited for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I nervously took out my precious little pieces. I then dropped some in, and I turned on the spinner. I was really hoping to see some nice puffs of cotton candy, but that didn't happen. All it did was shoot out a sad brown liquid. When I saw this, I was honestly pretty disappointed, and I wasn't sure why it failed.
It just shot it all out. It just shot it out as liquid sugar.
Based on my small tests, I was really expecting it to just work. But then again, I'm not some sort of cotton candy master.
Cut. It didn't work. That's what I feared.
I ended up trying it a few more times, and it just never. So, I scraped off all the sugar from my sad and failed attempts, and I put it back onto the silicone baking sheet. I then heated it up again to about 200°C. I had no idea how long I had to cook it for, and again, I was a bit afraid of burning it. Over 20 minutes, it darkened a bit more, and when I eventually felt that it was good, I took it off the heat. I then let it cool down like before, and I broke it into a bunch of smaller pieces. Okay, so I was now ready to try again, and I was kind of expecting the same results. In theory, the caramelization should have fixed things, but I was a bit scared because if it didn't, I was kind of out of ideas. There was only one way to find out, though, and I dropped some pieces into the machine.
Alright, let's do it. We're gonna beat it.
I then turned it on, had to wait. In the meantime, I got ready by climbing up on my little ladder. It was a little awkward, but I found that reaching over the camera was the only decent way to film this. I was half expecting it to almost immediately just shoot out as goo again, but that didn't seem to be happening. In fact, it didn't seem to be doing much of anything.
System has been opened.
Evidently a lot longer.
I kept waiting, and I was a bit worried that it would just burn or something, but then there was suddenly a bunch of nice fluff. I then quickly used the stick, and I tried collecting it, and it was actually working. The first thing that I noticed, though, was that it looked a lot thicker than regular cotton candy. I mean, it was all yellow, and the machine sounded like it was dying, but it was still pretty exciting. When it eventually looked like it wasn't anymore, I turned off the machine.
Oh my god.
Okay, so apparently it had worked, and even though it was probably the saddest and most pathetic cotton candy I'd ever seen, I was still really happy with it. I also really wanted to know how it tasted.
Damn.